Good morning, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and I need to show you my monogram because I have completed it, which I'm really pleased about, and I absolutely love it. I was really doubtful that I would like it, that it would work, and I chatted to Mum, and because her internet wasn't working and I wanted to consult with her because she's like my monogram guru, but yeah, she was like doubtful as well, but she said give it a go, you never know. And she thought she'd never seen a monogram done with wool before, and so I did give it a go and I am really pleased with it. It's turned out how I wanted. So now I've got to decide where am I going to put it, and I'm thinking I may put it up here like so. I think I'll put it there, and what I don't like is it's all puckery, so I'm thinking I'd like to actually needle turn it, so I'm wondering if I actually just put some big stitches in there and tack that down. It might make my life easier. So I'm just going to grab a contrasting thread. Oh, here we go, orange. A thread that I don't particularly like. And I am going to just stitch, do big stitches just to hold my edges down, because then I want to invisible stitch it onto my piece as well, and then I'm going to whip stitch around the edges as well. So what I want to do, I could have ironed it, but that, you know, that would be a little bit too organized for me. You put your knot at the top when you're tacking, so you can snip it off and pull it out. I just want to hold it in place so I don't go bonkers. That would have been too organized for me to really actually iron it. So we've seen some beautiful monograms, really fast getting them done, and so anyway, I'm going to put something else on here as well, so I'll show you a little bit of this, but then I'll do it off camera. I think I'm just going to go down sideways like that because that's how the fabric is. I'm not going to worry about that it's a funny shape. Very pleased. I didn't expect it to turn out this way. I thought it was going to be, I thought I'd have to ditch it, if I'm honest, when I first started. What do they say? Ye of little faith or whatever it is, that's me. Okay. And I'm really pleased with the colors too. Some of my favorite color. That's the color, that kind of bluey. It's a bit more greeny, our cabinets, but our cabinets in the kitchen are that sort of color. So it is a favorite color, one of them. Oh, the whole family of blues are favorites. I'm not even being too concerned whether or not it is straight. Okay. Fold that over. I can't even remember what our prompts are. Which is a good thing, because I'm kind of sort of going blind a little bit like you guys, like you don't know what the next prompt is either, so I'm putting it on without even remembering, because I have a memory like a sieve, what the next thing is. I just make it work. So that's going to make my life easier when I put it onto my piece. Okay, and let's see here. I might make it I don't want to have bits poking out. Now let's just fold it up here actually, because that's my gauge where the stitching is. Do I have any pins? Pins would be good. That is it. Because I need to fix up this. I don't want that. Oh, that's all right. It's not overhanging. Okay. Good. I definitely want to invisible stitch this down because I want it to become part of the fabric, if you know what I mean. I'll snip that edge off. Just do a couple of little stitches there so it doesn't instantly come undone, but there's no knot because that's tacking. Oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me just see here. I need my scissors and they are in my pouch, which is where I thought I did bring everything in. Here it is. So when I went away, I just took this pouch with some threads in it and a pen. I took the image and I did actually stitch, guys. It's a miracle. So I'm going to grab my, I think I want to put it up there. Let's see. Well, you can't see because it's too long. This is a problem. But I think I want to put it up there. Or do I want to put it down here? No, I'm going to start up. Well, because that's a big feature. I also wanted to grab, do I have it? I don't know where I put it. Oh. I wanted to grab Juanette's one and see again if I'm sure it can't fit. No, I cannot see it anywhere. Where did I put it? Oh, Juanette, where did I put it? Oh, well, I'll have to have a look when I find where I put it. Okay, I mean, I've been in a bit of a mess these last few weeks. I'll have to, oh, it could be in here actually. Lily tidied up my box for me. I even couldn't find my base bit. Here it is. And it's because she folded everything so neatly and tidied up my project box. But I would take this, I would take the white off. Let me just, I'm just going to pin this one down. I think it's going to take up too much space, but I wish I had room for it. But I would need to think about it now because it will determine where I put the one I've stitched. So let's just see. What I think. Because it's kind of hard to tell with all of its edging on it. I think possibly, like I could literally do, I was telling Mum, I love the monograms so much and I've always loved them and I don't hardly work with them. And I should. Oh, I love it though. It's going to be a bit of an R-fest, isn't it? So if I could put that one up there, or maybe I could put that one over there and that one up. Oh, I think I am going to put it on. I think I've got lots of room here. Do I? Do I have lots of room? Or is it an illusion? I could even have them near each other. I put that one. No, I'm going to put that one there. I think, Juanette, I'm doing it. I'm putting it on. I am. Okay, good. I'm really excited about that. It's going on. I might regret it. I might not. But you know what? I can attach a piece at the top if I need more space. I can attach a piece at the top. So I am going to invisible stitch this on. I'll show you quickly. Anybody who's new might not know. It's a really useful stitch. It does take that little bit of time, but honestly, I'm not going to pin that one yet because I want to snip off the trim. Yay! but it takes a little bit of time, but I tell you what, it's worth it. It's really worth it in my opinion. Mum does it as well most of the time. I actually find it really relaxing, and so I always do it just because it gives a nice look with it makes the fabric look as one, almost. I'm going to start in the center. So I'm just going to come over here. I'm actually going to put my knot there. So what you do, I know you're far away, but just imagine, come down next to where you came up, so little teeny tiny stitch, and jump forward. Oh, and I've unthreaded already. There we go. And have a little teeny tiny stitch there. I'll go down next to where I came up. I'll just come up in the middle of my stitching, and then just go down next to where I came up and jump forward. So really long stitches at the back, really short stitches at the front. I don't want to go too much into the blue, although you probably won't see it because my stitches are so small. I'm just going to come up over here. Oh, I'm so happy. But I also have something else I want to do. You're going to think I'm monogram mad. I'm going to have, I'll just tell you now, I'm now going to have 4 on there. 4. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And it's going to make me happy. And then you come down, I leave about a bit more than a centimetre. Flip it around and go back the other way. So I'm not on a hard surface. If I were on a hard surface, it might be a bit easier. I don't want to catch my wool mat. Oh, I do have to come up in the blue in this one. And be careful not to pull too tight. Okay. You get the gist. Sorry if you can't see, but I've done this many times in my previous videos. I do it pretty much every time. I don't necessarily show you every time, but there you go. So that's actually securing on there. I'm going to go down to there, and then I'm going to come back and do this part across here as well. You can even go that way too if you want to. I don't. I just go in one direction to see how it looks. All right, so I'll be back soon. Okay guys, so I'm back. I'm late. This is completely stitched down. I'll show you the back. You can see big stitches at the back, little stitches at the front, and some parts I went around the outside. I haven't decided. I may do a running stitch in a wool around it to frame it, is what I'm thinking. I've just tacked on the R from Juanette, and I'm going to put that there. And now here quickly, I wanted to show you, I've drawn a little RC for Roxy's Roxy Creations, and I wanted to use, just a sec, these beads, and I'm going to bead it. And that inspiration is directly from, I'm going to use this thread. Is directly from, now I'm having a blank, Pam Garrison. On one of her lovely pieces, she has beaded her initials. She's done some hearts as well, and I just love the look of it. So I have gone monogram initials mad, but I love it, so I'm doing it. I just want to do what I want, and if I need to extend it, I will. So, and I might just fold it and put it in the cupboard because it won't fit on the wall. However, I just want to have fun. So here I'm going to just show you, it'll be a bit wonky because it'll be hard to get the beads to sort of probably fit 2 beads along there. We'll see. I'll just bring you down a bit closer. Just 1 second. Don't get seasick. Look away. Tap. You in focus? I can't tell. Tap. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little stitch in there. Just sort of anchors it down. And I'm going to grab my bead. I won't do the whole thing on camera. You'll see it next week, or I will put photographs up on Instagram. This can be hard to photograph, this one, because it's big. Okay, so then I go through twice. I think I may try and squeeze 3 beads in there. Let's see. Oh, I want them pretty close. No, just 2. Just see how it goes. I'm going to come up here and do the stem. Excuse me. I'm a bit late. I've been the social secretary for Lulu and her friend. They're both here. Actually, you know what I want to do? I don't like the way they're wobbling about. I'm going to grab my thread. I'm going to come up here, and I'm actually just going to go through both to hold them together and stitch them down again. I'm going to like that more. Yes. Okay. Now we're back in action. Actually, I could probably put, let's try, I'm going to do 2 or 3 at a time, if I can grab them. These are very big-eyed beads, so put the beads over there. It's hard work. Are we on camera? Yes. And then what you do is you put them there, hold them tight, put them down there, and then to hold them in place better, I'm just going to come in between 2 and put a stitch in to hold it in its spot so it doesn't wobble. I think I'm going to like that more. I may not. Okay. I'm going to come up through that one up here, and I'm just going to slide through there again just to push them down. I don't want any gaps. I think I'm going to love this. A little beaded initials. And somewhere at a later stage I will put on some laundry labels as well, because that's the obvious choice. And I think they're well and truly anchored, so I can come up, grab 3, oops, tangled and twisted. There we go. And then I'm going to just grab that one and put a stitch in. I'm a little bit agitated because I'm a bit late today. I think I know I didn't measure properly here with my thread, and so now I'm having trouble placing them. I may have to pull them out. No, I've made a mess here because I did not measure correctly my distancing with the beads. Let's see if I can pull it all out. There's another stitch there. Got it. What I need to do is just, so there you go, that's what not to do. How about that? Just re-thread. Okay, so we need to measure. So they're going to go there, and that needs to go down there. That's better. and then I've got room to slide them down. And what I might do is just come up here and to hold them firm, I'm going to slide through. It's not for the faint-hearted. That's better. And not going to wiggle around quite so much while I anchor them. Oh yes, got it. So one here. Whoops. And there. So we need a few more. Two, I don't want those big ones. I've got to see what will fit. Will three fit? I think they will. Will three fit or just two? No, maybe just two. I'm going to take one off. The thing about having such a big hole is you can just come back out of it and flop it off. Oh yes, two. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go up through the last of the last batch, go through them all, pull it, so many different ways you can do your monograms or your initials. And then I'm going to come up here. Oops, sorry guys. Oh my goodness, I whacked you. Aren't I awful? I do apologise. Whacking my beads, whacking you guys. I'll use these long ones. Okay, let's turn it around carefully. Right. Ooh, ooh. So I want that bead to go over there and those to go there. So that's about my distance there. I'm just going to come down. I'll just have to wiggle them into place. I wanted that one to be there. I'm just going to come back over here. I want to just go through this one and just stitch it into place, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to come back. I'm going to stitch each one into place. Maybe I'll go through both of those. You just have to keep going until they sort of sit the way you want them to. I need to let my sister know I'm very late. Go through again and just pull them together as best you can. Okay. I actually really enjoy beading. It is a little bit fiddly at times, but I don't do it as often as I should. I always forget to pull them out. So they are going to go there. Okay. Go back through this one. So I'm just using regular sewing machine thread. So I do go through them quite a few times for two reasons. One, excuse me beads, would you cooperate with me please? There. I'm hoping that the wobbliness will not be so noticeable when I get more beads on there. Those ones went on well. I'll just go through them again to be sure. Okay. Oh, I can add on another one. Here I'm going around the corner, so I may do 1 or 2 beads at a time. Okay. Oh, yes. Good. See how they're a little bit wobbly if you only do 1 stitch through them? So I do 2. And then I want to kind of try to pull them together. Okay. You'll notice I'm coming up back through the last one just to keep it all going. Okay, so I'm going to continue on and do that, and I'll put some photographs up on Instagram when I've finished. And I just wanted to bring you back a little bit. I know it's the seasick day. Bring the arm back up. And just show you again, that's my main monogram. That's the monogram that was gifted to me. I still have to stitch that down. And then I'm also doing the beaded monogram over here, the beaded initials over here. So I'm very pleased with that. And then I have the antique initials there as well. So I'm just going to put that aside for a second. And I just wanted to say thank you to Helen. Helen sent me a gift. Helen came on the tour. She was there with Juanette as well, and in fact Helen was stranded and spent a few days in Bologna as well with Juanette, and a couple of extra days down here too because they were stranded because of the floods. And so she just sent me a beautiful little parcel of gorgeous things to play with, and I thought I may find this is something that I will treasure along with Juanette's oh dear, I can't speak, beautiful monogram. But I also have something that I was given by Pam. Now where have I put it, Pam? I'm really in a mess. This is very shameful of me. It's here on my desk somewhere in my mess. Like, it's not in my mess, it's been here for ages, and I've had it in front of me so I can see it, and now I can't see it. I've been looking at it. Here. It's not here. Oh my goodness. I moved it to the or did I put it in my box? Oh, Pam sent me a beautiful piece to include in as well. So when we come to a an appropriate prompt, hers little beautiful piece will be going in as well. and I'm just not seeing it at the moment. I do have a big mess on my table, so please forgive me, Pam. Oh my goodness. Very bad person. Oh, I've been looking at it for quite some time since I received it, and now I don't know what it's probably in my box here. I may put it in my box. I'll have to find it. I'll show you that next week. I'm sorry, Pam. But yes, I do have a few lovely things that I might like to include. And look at the gorgeous fabrics. So some of those may go in as well. So I just want to say thank you to Pam and to Helen for their beautiful little pieces. And this was just a little thank you from Helen for the tour, and you didn't need to do that, Helen. It was absolutely my pleasure. We had a great time, and it was just such a joy to meet everybody. So oh, I feel so bad that I haven't got Pam's here. I wanted to show you that today. Oh well, I'll show you next week. I'll have it next week. But anyway, I've got 4 monograms on mine. I've gone monogram mad. I would fill it with monograms. There's an idea, guys, if you want to fill them with monograms. Like I have some more sampler monograms as well that I could put on there, antique ones. Oh, it would just be heaven. There's a project. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get it all finished. I was thinking I was chugging along really well, but obviously not. And looking forward to seeing more. If there's any more, I think some people have finished, and next week will be our new prompt. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.